Okay, time's up. We're ready to pull it out. Hello, we're back. Lupo, say hello.
Hello.
How old are you again?
4.
4. He's been amazing over the last 2 days as we've made this bread and baked it, as well as Rocco, who's going to be back later. Okay, bread's ready. Coming out of the oven. Stand back, be careful. Okay, it's alright, you can stay there, sweetheart. And it's hot. Okay.
And I can feel it.
What does it look like? Lupo. Here we go. So we're going to put that aside. It's going to need to cool a little bit before I can even bring it out of the pan. But that's okay. We'll get it out of our way so we don't get burnt. Always remember, once it's cooled, directly on that rack, we're going to take it out of the pan. Serrated edge knife. It's the only way to cut bread. If you can't wait, once you're ready to get into this bread, break it by hand. Then it won't all go mushy as you try and cut it. So, one other thing people ask me is what can I bake in? We've baked in a saucepan that we've got at home. This is a Dutch oven. There's a million other ways. Anything that won't, that's oven proof. And why don't you try and show people how easy this is to lift, Lupo? Okay. Oh. That's right. It's heavy, right? How heavy is it?
Heavy.
And it's empty. There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
It's just cast iron and very heavy. Let's get it away from young hands. Okay, here we're back. What we're going to do while we're waiting for the bread to cool is we're going to do something that everybody wants to know. Very difficult. It's keeping the starter alive. So I had 200 grams yesterday when I started. I've now got 100 grams left. My job is to refresh it, feed it. What does it eat and drink? Flour in equal parts with warm water. Okay, so we take the starter out. What was left here, okay, approximately 100 grams. Put it into a clean bowl. Okay, here we go. Put in the warm water. Okay, 50 to 60 grams, but equal amounts of water and flour. Okay, so we stir this. Use your fingers because this is about getting as much of the wild yeasts and good bacteria that are around us as possible. So we're not looking for an ultra sterile product. It actually feeds off what's around us, all the wild yeast that's all around us, and particularly in the flour. Speaking of which, here we go. We put that flour in and we just stir that until it's a smooth paste, okay? It will all incorporate, it will all be a new starter, beautiful, fresh, ready for you to use again. Every time you make bread, you take half of this out and refresh the other half, put it in the fridge for up to 7 days, and you'll see that even if there's no yeast, I mean, we don't want to use yeast, we want to use this, our natural mother. Even if the world runs out of that packet yeast that we don't like anyway, we can always make bread. Here's my clean jar. I just empty my refreshed mother into it. Get all that goodness off the spoon. And there we go. Lock it up. Notice I've taken off that seal. I want it to breathe a little bit. Close it. Give it about a half an hour to an hour. So just, you know that it's all alive and functioning and it will start to grow a little bit, maybe tiny bubbles, and then put it in the fridge. You can use it straight the next day, but if you're not going to use it the next day, any time after that, up to a week, don't leave it longer than a week, but up to a week, you'll have to refresh it before using it, which means that same procedure and then waiting for it to double before it's ready. Once the mother yeast is doubled, we know that it's good to use.